Guys, join me please and leave your comments and make it interactive, guys. Welcome to Kate O Show. Last week I did a video and the music on the background at the background wasn't clear. I couldn't hear it, so I want to repeat that. It's music by Lou Byron Smith, okay? So just hold on now, let me play that music again. Hold on, let me increase the volume, guys.
Make you happy. I am happy from within.
Yes.
I am happy, that's why I grin. I am happy, so I smile. Happiness, that's my style. I evolve, I grow. These lessons, they show me the way to higher self. Happiness, that's true wealth. Joy, excitement, pleasure. My life is my treasure. It's a gift, so I will accept it. My happy thoughts are the ones I've selected. If any negative should display, I'll redirect my thoughts right away. These obstacles are just lessons. On the other side of them are my blessings. I choose happiness. Every morning I awake, I choose happiness. In any given situation, I choose happiness. No matter what may occur, I choose happiness. I still choose happiness. Yes.
What do you choose, guys?
And I know it.
Lou Byron Smith, thank you so much for giving me, right to your songs. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great, so we'll end with this later, okay? If you missed it, don't worry. I will leave the iTunes contact details, like the link of this song, underneath the video so you can get your copy on iTunes, okay? So let me see. Oh, Princess, how are you? Hello, my dear. Thank you for joining. So today, for those of you who have been watching me, thank you so much and welcome back to Keto Show. And those of you who are just joining for the first time, I've been on a journey, taking you through my journey of adversity from this awesome book, Triumphing the Maze of Adversity. And today we'll be in chapter 6. Hooray! We are getting there. Sorry guys, we're running late. You know what it is like? My daughter's carer, just resumed and they have not been able to adapt yet. So I couldn't do my video down. So we'll be doing live today. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, great. So today's topic is why giving up is not an option. Okay, for some of you out there watching me today, you must have been going through a challenging time or you went through a difficult time several years back. Okay, so I just want to go through some tips that could help you in your journey when you are going through a difficult time, and why you must not give up, why you should continue pushing. All right, because sometimes it can be really tough. It can be really tough and challenging. I won't tell you anything otherwise, but what I'm telling you is that why must we not give up, or why is giving up not an option? In my adversity, that's what I chose. And why I did that, I'm going to be sharing it with you here and what was the outcome as well. Okay? So, you must know that winners never quit and quitters never win. Maybe you are here today, you are going through a journey and you are trying to give up. You are about to give up on yourself. Please don't give up, because the tougher it gets, the bigger your testimony. If you know that you are in a journey and it's getting really tough, you are closer to your destiny or to your testimony, more than you think. You are very, very close, because when you are getting to the end of a challenge, it seems to be tougher. It's just like a marathon. When you get to the end, what happens? You get so tired. That's when you push in the last energy. That's what you should do in your journey of your adversity when you want to get into success. Okay? Because you must pass through it. It's a process. It's not a place to remain, but you must pass through it, and how you handle it will determine the outcome you get. So when you get into that place where it's becoming so tough, what you must do is to push more, push stronger, put in all your best. Don't say, oh, feeling sorry for yourself wouldn't work now. No, you must continue at a stronger pace, as if, your life depends on it. That's what you should do. So, and I said, giving up means not trying, or trying and quitting halfway through. In order for you not to give up, you must stop feeling sorry for yourself and stop being a pity party. Did you hear me? Don't feel sorry for yourself, because it wouldn't help you. If it would help you, I will tell you, it wouldn't. It doesn't help anyone. This is because if you feel sorry for yourself, you will not embrace the pain. Someone once said, You could not go under your adversity, neither can you go through your adversity, but you can only go through it. A powerful statement that one should be aware of in difficulties. You can't go underneath or you can't go on it. You have to go through it. It's a process in life. Okay? So, I would like to remind you this. God do not give a big fight to little soldiers. Do not give up, as giving up is weakness and not strength. When you give up, you are saying to yourself, forging ahead is very good, but let me stay small and remain in my comfort zone. Are you watching me today? And you are, giving up on yourself. I'm just telling you now that when you do that, exactly what I read now is what you are doing to yourself. You are telling yourself that, listen, Kate, you can do more, but listen, let me just stay here in my comfort zone and don't bother. That is what you are doing. It means you are denying yourself of a greater future. And that is not what you are born to do. You are born with a great destiny and you must fulfill it here on the planet Earth. Whether challenging time or not, don't give up on yourself. Stay strong and stay focused and stay motivated. Alright? And surround yourself with the right people that can help you to achieve this. You must know that there is no testimony without a test. Did you hear that, guys? Oh my goodness. There is no testimony without a test. Before you say you've passed an exam, you must sit for the exam. You cannot be expecting certificates when you have not sat for the exam. This is not marriage, where we get certificates without actually, attending lectures. Because for marriage, it's an institution ordained by God. So we gain the certificate first. When we obtain the certificate, then lecture starts. That is different from life journey. Alright? You must attain your certificate, go through the challenges before you actually succeed, okay, and overcome that challenges. If you quit or you die in it, then you have lost the battle. Do not compare yourself with others. Comparison is the thief of time, a thief of joy, as this will make you resentful, bitter, jealous, and unproductive. Did you hear that? For some of you out there, when you want to do something, you'll be comparing yourself with some other people. Say, oh, look at this person, look at this person's life, look at how she's living, and look at the way I'm living. It's good for you to look at people's life to motivate yourself, to aim to do more. But don't do comparison, because it will take your joy from you. Because the truth is that the fact that you see someone applying makeup doesn't mean that all is well. Sometimes people share their challenges with you. You will rather keep yours. Someone once said, it's okay, let me swap. Let me give you the difficulties I'm going through. Since you are complaining, let me give you mine so I can keep yours. And when the person started and said, this is what I'm going through, the person said, you know what, please, I'd rather keep mine than swapping with you, because yours is more difficult to handle. That is what life is about. It's not about the challenging situation that we go through that crumbles us. It's how we handle it. It's not because yours is tougher, that's why you are crumbling. It's just how you have handled it, and you didn't follow the strategies, and how you've taken the position of being pity party, feeling sorry for yourself. Those are the things that actually make people crumble in difficulties. It's not the challenges alone, because in that challenging situation that you go through, you must look beyond it, because in every difficulty there's indeed an opportunity. Alright, so follow me. I want to be reading it from here, so you don't say, oh, Kate is just saying this is not true. This book is a true life story. So that's why I'm holding the book, to read the text from the book for you, so you can hear it, and you should get your copy, so that even when you are going through a difficult time and you can't even listen to anybody, you feel like you want to be quiet, you get this book and read, and you will not come out of that quiet place remaining the same. This book has transformed my life, and I know it will transform yours too. So let's go. Are you enjoying it? Please join, guys. Join the stream and leave your comments. I didn't post any notification earlier, but at least for those of you who have subscribed, please leave your notification on, so when I go live you can hear, you can see me, and you can join. Okay? Alright, great. Who is playing that music there? Can you lower it? Are you joining or you are playing yourself? Chibo. Okay, please join and stop making noise, darling. The person you are comparing yourself with, if only you know what they are going through internally or in their lives, you would be grateful and know that you have a lighter burden. Exactly what I just said. You can see. The fact that you see someone smile and look good does not mean that all is well. Author Mitchell Watson says, you do not use your adversity as your makeup. Interesting. Wow, that's another motivational speaker, public speaker, and that we work with some time ago, we have the events with as well. She's fantastic as well. Understanding adversity and knowing how to handle your adversity is paramount to overcoming your adversity. When I spoke on it in more details, I spoke on it in more details in my previous chapter, so I will not be going in depth in this one, yeah? So do you know why I have refused to give up? I told you I was going to share with you why I've taken this position, and here we go, all right? Do you know why I have refused to give up despite my adversity? In my adversity, instead of giving up, I became more interested in me. That's what I did. I had more quiet time with myself, and I love Katie Rebu the most. That's what I did in my adversity. In my adversity, instead of giving up, I became more interested in me and realized that the bigger my adversity, the bigger my testimony. Did you hear that, somebody? My deeper understanding of adversity became clearer. Oprah Winfrey says, "Where there is no struggle, there is no strength." Dear Oprah. Another of Oprah's favorite quotes is this: "The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams." The most successful people are not those with more opportunities, but are those who recognize opportunity, and as soon as they see one, they take advantage of it. That's what I say. Okay, for Oprah, for instance, every one of us who are Oprah's fan now, we love Oprah so much. For me, I love her because in a difficult situation that people will, undergo and crumble and became depressed, is what she turned to, empowerment. She turned it to success. She turned it to, in fact, I don't know what to say. That woman is just amazing. For some people, they get raped by anyone now, they will be depressed. They'll be going from hospital to hospital. If they're overweight, they will be getting, having low self-esteem, struggling with that, and it will end there. I'm not saying that you cannot have that challenge, but if you are having it, what do you do from there? Because when I have a difficult situation, I actually learn from it. It's a learning curve. If you learn from it, you will know that, adversity is not only about pain. All right? That's what I do. I will be sharing with you in the future of a challenge I went through in 2020, 2019, and what I've turned it, I'm working to turn it to. All right? And once I get to that stage, I will share with you as well. So, let's go, guys. So, the most successful people, as I said, they are no more, they don't have more opportunity, right? But they recognize one as soon as they see one. The big secret in life is that there is no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you are willing to work. Oprah Winfrey. Did you hear that? Sometimes people can say things like, "I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I will not be able to do that." All right? So those are, in coaching, we call that limiting beliefs. Those are the things that set people back. Oprah looked at her mother as a maid, saw her grandmother as a maid, look at her family background. They were poor, it was from a privileged background, humble background rather. But he didn't look at that. He said the day the mom was telling her that one day, "I hope you get some good white folks who can employ you as a maid." She said something resonated in him, and she said to herself, she didn't say it out because she don't want to be smacked by grandma. She said, "No, that must not be me. That's not the life I want to live." So you must know what you want for yourself. It's not about where you see yourself now. It's not about what people around you are saying about you or what you saw your mother do. It's about what you really want for yourself. And you now take out the time, all right? Because there's no quick fix to success. You need to be prepared to do the hard work. You need to be prepared to learn and unlearn. There are some things that I never thought I could do that I'm able to do now. There are some I still have to learn. There are some I have to employ freelance to do for me. But don't use excuse as a racket to stay in your comfort zone. Saying that I can't do it is not an excuse, because now we can employ people to do things we can't do. We can learn, we can be coached, we can be trained. It's just for you to be willing to do it and put time out for you to do that. All right? Fantastic. So, if you want to achieve your dream, do not expect overnight success. There is no quick fixes, no life hack or shortcut that is going to make it easy. Let us embrace the reality that you will be knocked down and beaten up. It takes endurance and grit. If it were easy to achieve our dreams, everyone would do it. All right? That's what I said in my motivational book as well. I said, listen, if resilience and determination, all right, is not part of success, many people would have been successful. Everyone would have been successful. Because in success, people don't understand. They see people who have been successful and they get excited, but they don't understand the work they have done behind the curtain. There is no quick fix. Look at Sylvester Stallone, for instance. When he was broke, he was so broke that he had to sell his dog that he loved so much for $20. He sold his dog. Before he sold his dog, he had to sell his wife jewelry. The wife realized and kicked him out of the house. He couldn't pay. His wife left him rather, and he was in his flat. He couldn't pay for the flat. He left the flat. He was living in his car. As he was living in his car with his dog, he looked at his dog. How hunger is going to blast that dog. He said, you know what? I don't have money to feed you anymore, but I love you so much. What I could do now is to sell you. The first person he met wanted to buy the dog and priced it for $20. Sylvester Stallone said, you know what? Go, let me have $20. But guess what? He was watching Muhammad Ali fighting in the ring, and he saw how Muhammad Ali was beating his opponent, really mercilessly beating his opponent, and the opponent did not give up. He still continued. For some people, they would just give up. He continued. He said to himself, Sylvester Stallone said, he drew strength from that. And you know what? He began to write, a movie or a game. And to do a movie, wrote a movie and was looking for people who would be interested to produce that movie. They were offering him so much money. He said no, because he wanted to be the role, one of the role actors in the film. But those people will tell him, we'll pay you so much money, hundreds of £1,000, but you know what? You are not the guy to act that role. He said, no, I don't want it. He went to several people who offered him good money, but he said no. He knew what he wanted. Are you watching me today? Do you really know what you want? Or you are being pushed around? Where the wind pushes you, that's where you go. Don't let your difficulties don't allow your circumstance or your life challenges to give people opportunity or for yourself to be pushed around. You must know what you want. It doesn't matter whether you're in a difficult situation. Know what you want and know where you want to go. Don't lose focus, because that is something that has helped me in my journey. I've never lost focus. My surrounding have never, allowed me to give up on myself. Thank you so much. Thanks. Oh, that's Princess. What's she saying? Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. So that is something that could help anyone in their difficulties. So what did he do? He got this company that, offered to pay him not as much as the other ones, but they have accepted for him to, play, the major role in that movie. And guess what? That was his breakthrough. Can you imagine? You see? That was the breakthrough he had. And guess what he did? Oh my goodness. Guess what Sylvester Stallone did? He went to look for the guy he sold the dog to. That guy is smart. Probably have taken the guy's address when he sold it. I believe so. He went looking for him when he made money, and guess what? He bought that dog back. As you are watching me, please write underneath the comment section how much you think Sylvester Stallone bought his dog back. The dog he sold for $20. Just be guessing how much he sold it, okay? Please be guessing. Be guessing to tell me how much he sold the dog, okay? Let us continue reading. Later we'll see who got closer to the answer, right? Great. So, I want you to do what it takes, even when you feel like you do not have much more to give. Challenges are gifts that forces us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight it. Just find a new way to stand. Let me read it again. Challenges are gifts that forces us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. That is Oprah Winfrey again. Oprah Winfrey, I've not met her in person, but my God, this woman have really, really been part of my journey. I've listened to Oprah so much that when someone scammed me some time ago, send me message on Gmail and say, oh, I'm Oprah Winfrey. I was like, what, Oprah? He said, yes, I'm Oprah. Blah, 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 blah. I was getting excited, but something told me, I said, no. There was something in us, I said, this is not Oprah. Before you know, it messed him or herself or whoever the person is. And I said to the person, send me a record if you know you're Oprah. He said, I'm so busy. I said, no. Because I've listened to Oprah Winfrey so much that if Oprah Winfrey should say, I will know it's Oprah. If you say, I will know that's Oprah. I've so much listened to this woman that you cannot trick me, you cannot pretend to use her voice. I said, okay, record, just talk to me. Let me ask you something. And, he refused. And that's when I caught that person and that person left. But I know I'm going to meet the real Oprah. 3 days ago, someone also commented again saying that you won, claiming to be Oprah that I won. I said, anyway, I won, but I will win for the real Oprah too. You know, this woman has really, her messages, you know, are just so powerful. I said her messages are as powerful as the storm, but for good. You know, so powerful. You need someone that will tell you the way it is, because some people just want people to tell them, you know, things that make them excited. You know, telling you that no, there's gambling, just, you know, it's just easy, you just be successful overnight. No, 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 it doesn't happen like that. You know, I like to listen to people like Oprah who tell you how to do it and how they did their own and what, you know, challenges and what success is. So from experience, guys, adversity brought out the inner strength within. What are your adversity doing to you? Your challenges, what is it doing to you now? Is it crumbling you or is making you more powerful? Because my adversity have made me a stronger person by the grace of God. That was why I said in earlier chapter that your adversity is not there to kill you, neither to destroy you. So I hope the volume of this, the volume is loud enough, guys, right? Neither to destroy you. However, it makes you a stronger person, a better person, and prepare you for your next level of success. That is what challenges do for you. If you handle challenges the right way, that is what it should do for you, not to crumble you, okay? When you fall in your journey of life, look for minimum of 10 reasons to stand up. And while standing up, guys, believe you will never fall again. But even if you fall, you will get up even faster than you just did. Did you hear me? When you fall, don't fall and stay there and say, oh my God, oh, why is this happening to me? No, because in life, you know, you could fall. It's not about the falling that matters. It's what you do when you fall. So when you fall, what must you do? Look for a minimum of 10 reasons to stand up. And while standing up, believe you will never fall again. But even if you fall, but we get up even faster than you just did. Did you hear me? That is what you must do. It must be a lifestyle for you. It must be something you practice every day of your life. Experience has taught me that failure is the back door to success. Reka Bashanda. Did you hear that, guys? Oh my goodness. When you fail at something, it doesn't mean you are a failure. That's where people are getting it wrong. You try something, you did something and you didn't do well, it didn't work out well. Don't feel bad about it. Don't say I failed. You have not failed yet. It's when you fail to learn from that process and you fail to learn and unlearn. That is when it can result to failure. The fact that you didn't do well at something the first time, it's not a failure yet, except you take that position. I was listening to Patricia Bright, one of these YouTubers, one of the young millionaires in London as well. And she was interviewing a lady who did several businesses and she failed. She did second-hand goods, she did restaurants, and she didn't work. He packed it up. Overnight, she started a new business of, you know, nail studio. Overnight. And she was talking to her friend, I'm thinking of doing a nail studio. He said, when are you starting? He said, tomorrow. It's like a joke. She sold her equipment for the restaurant or the thing she was selling, the gift she was selling. She sold everything. And she just arranged it, repainted it, and did it well. And she started the studio. As I'm speaking to you now, guys, this lady is a millionaire. That business is booming, and now she's selling franchise of that business. That is what life is. Why did she get there? Because she did not accept, you know, the failure position. What you are doing, you'll be thinking, what will people say? To hell with what people will say. Excuse my language, but that is what life is. If you want to succeed, you must close your ears to those people, those haters, those people who will be, you know, pointing fingers. You don't need to listen. Because when I close my ears to my haters, it moved me forward. Don't spend the time thinking, oh, what did they say? Oh, what are they going to say? Oh, this. No, the people that don't love you, what do you expect them to say before? People who don't care about you, what do you expect them to say? You must care about yourself. You must believe in the process. You must know that you need to do the hard work. You must continue to learn and unlearn. You must invest in yourself. All right? That's what you must do. I think next time I will share with you the 11 tips to success with this successful guy, you know, so that you can learn as well, because that's what I do. I continue learning. You cannot just be in a situation and think overnight breakthrough will come. God can do a miracle, but we need to prepare ourselves, because when opportunity meets you when you are prepared, according to Oprah as well, he said there's nothing like luck. She believes that luck is, you know, preparation, you know, opportunity meets a preparation. So when you are not prepared, when opportunity comes, you might not be able to take advantage of it. So he believes in that. Oprah, when Oprah was 20, I think she was in about 20 grand, and her best friend, told her, say, you know what, Oprah? Oh my God, imagine when you are 40, you'll be earning $40,000. She was excited. She never knew she was going to become a billionaire. So that's what life is. She never dreamt to become a billionaire, but that's where she is today. So guys, let me continue reading this awesome book that God has given me the title to write. I'm so privileged to be the author of this awesome book. God, I thank you, and I continue to apologize for being stubborn. I didn't write it for many years, but thank you, God, for not giving the title away, because when I looked on Amazon, I saw that another woman of God, a deaconess, have written a book, almost the title of my book. I said, oh my goodness, thank God it was not exactly. Then I saw another person who wrote, another pastor also wrote another book as well. It was almost close to my book as well. So my goodness, God will just, kept and preserved this title for me. After I've written my book now, then I saw someone on YouTube that have exact title of my book as a YouTube channel. I said, God, thank you that you preserve it for me, So, experience has taught me that failure is the back door to success, guys. I'm reading it again so you can really hear it. And all I needed to do in my challenging time was to be inspired, motivated, and learn from it instead of being demoralized. Oftentimes, after people experience adversity in their life, they take the sense of being worthless. Don't do that, guys. If you had a situation whereby things went wrong in your life, please do not record that as a failure. What is important is that you find out what possibly had caused it and how it can be prevented in future. Briefly, it could be that you did not have enough experience, and it could even be that the venture was just an unrealistic challenge, or you lack the training required for that task. So these are the things I do. Okay, when you fail at something, it's not a time for you to be feeling, oh, you know what? Oh my God, this wasted my time. Oh, Jesus Christ, what kind of washing? What am I going to face? Oh, why can't even face anyone? Don't worry about it. You have tried, you have learned from it. That's what you should be asking yourself. This thing I did, what did I do well? What went well? What can I improve on in future? What have I taken from this? Because skills are transferable. It's not only for employment. Having worked as a scientist and now working as a life coach and a public speaker and trainer and all that, and a publisher, I must tell you, there are skills that are transferable. When I worked as a senior cabin crew in the airline industry, there were skills there, invaluable skills that I'm transferring to my business, which is excellent service. Great service is something that is a must in business, but most businesses are lacking it. But the excellent customer service that I brought from Virgin Atlantic Airways, is helping me to run my business as well. So that is what you must do. Must learn from every situation, no matter how bad. I also told someone years ago, I said, listen, even a bad relationship that you were in, no matter how bad it is, there must be something you must say you learned from it. The guy said to me, so no, I didn't learn it. I said, no, don't tell me that. The woman you wanted to marry suddenly dumped you, right? And you did not learn anything from it. That means you are not prepared to move to another relationship. That's what I was telling him. In any situation you've been through, no matter how bad or how good it is, you must learn a lesson. There's always a lesson. Don't say, oh, it's too bad, nothing good I learned from it. No. You must learn something from it. It might be that, okay, next time, these are the precautions I needed to take. These are things I did, and this is how I can do it next time. You can't do the same thing the same way and expect a different outcome. That's insanity, guys. You can't. Unbelievable. You cannot. You cannot fail at something and you want to attempt it again and you're doing it exactly the same way, Like for instance, my video quality, I've been struggling with it, and I said, okay, I need to use laptop Zoom. It didn't come out well. Now I'm working on iPad now, iPhone, Apple iPad, and let me see how it goes. If I'm not happy with it, I will decide whether I have to go and get a phone, or an iPhone because I'm a Samsung user, I have to decide that you must continue to learn and unlearn. Leaders are always learning. You see, when I did my leadership and management training, I just realized that, Kate, you know what, you're a born leader. We like to share, we like to learn, we like to train, we like to, improve someone's life, pull people up, lift people up. That is the life I've come to lead. So that is what I do, and that is what I'm born to do. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, and please share, because if you listen to words like this, learn from me, and your friends are not learning, when you need help, you'll be going to people who don't have this kind of expertise or this knowledge that you're learning today. You have to let your friend learn with you. So when you still need some, when you're dealing with them, you will deal with people that are that level of, high level of intelligence, that they will not be telling you things that will be pulling you backward, and you think because they love you. Like JT4 says, sometimes people want to invest in business and they'll go and be asking their family, and they will say, no, don't do it. He said, why would they tell you to do it? Because they are broke and they want you to be broke. Oh, JT Fox, my life coach. God bless him. That guy is a genius. Wow. So, listen guys, listen to another Oprah. Say, where there is no struggle, there is no strength. Oprah Winfrey. I put it in a post here. I've read it earlier, but I just put it here in a post. So, listen. Struggle is what makes many make a drastic decision in their lives. You see that? Some call it the turning point. Let me give you an example of a popular guy that you might know. He's on Facebook as well, and he has a speaking institution. We did public speaking with him some time ago, and he's a great guy as well. He's the person of Harry Sardinas, the founder of Speakers Are Leaders, and the best-selling author Climbing Big Ben. Yeah? And the founder of the Millionaire Network, faced a difficult situation that he struggled with. And after that, he realized he needed to do something different about his condition. And that was his turning point, I believe. Just like the saying, if you want something badly enough, nature will agree with you. Harry picked up a book. Guess the book he picked up, guys? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you have not read that book, please read it. That book is fantastic. Okay? I've read books, I read books that really... I don't just read books that because it's just nice, I read books that I learn from, that keep me motivated. I learn life lessons from, that teach me how to, move forward in the storm, and, things that people who have ideas and put it into action, not die with your ideas. A lot of people have great ideas. I know someone who have idea very close, who have idea of, this fast food restaurant in Nigeria when there was none in Nigeria. But this person never had one. You see what I mean? So the fact that you have great ideas doesn't make you successful. It's when you have ideas and you write it down black and white, and you put down the steps to take to achieve those goals, and put an action plan. Okay? That is how it becomes a reality. If you just have an idea, just think about it, it never materialize to become an achieved goal. So for you watching me today, if you are watching and you are saying, oh, this idea came to me now, okay, just put it down in a book, not a piece of paper, in your diary or in a book that you can keep and you will see. Because that's what I do for myself. There are things that just come to my mind as an idea. I say, this is good, this is great. And I write it down, and I put a date where I want to achieve that goal, and I work with it. All right? So, I believe just like the saying, if you want something badly, I've read that before. So now the book is what? Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, okay, and Sharon Lechter. And after he read this book, something resonated within him and decided to start a property business in London that has sold over 4 million. And the rest is history. So what am I saying to you today? This guy had a difficult situation. The father was sick. He was in London. He just relocated to London. He didn't have money. And now the father was having a terminal disease that could take his life. He didn't have money. That was when he realized that, listen, look at what is happening to my dad now. I can't even fly. I can't even buy, I can't even buy a ticket. I can't even help my dad. It was a challenging situation for him. But he didn't feel sorry for himself. Some people will say, I've been depressed because of the situation I went through when my dad was sick. But what he did with his own was to start what? A property business. So that he can, be financially what? Stable. That's what he did. Great. So, you can find more information about Harry Sardinas at www.speakersareleaders.com. Alright? So good. At the peak of my struggle to overcome the shock of betrayal from a neighbor, whom I thought was a friend I knew for many years back in Nigeria, who called the social services on me when I asked her to go to my children. At this stage, I realized why God has asked me to start my talk show, to encourage and support those going through difficult times. Because indeed, that was one of the loneliest times in my life, as no one wants to associate with the social services. Did you hear that? So that is it. When God said start a talk show, I was like, talk show? Your own talk show? I'm like, I was thinking that, how am I going to start a talk show? First of all, talk show doesn't align with what I'm doing. I'm a scientist. I want to move to London to pursue a career as a biomedical scientist. So why talk show? And secondly, where am I going to have money to start a talk show? I thought, oh, you have to be a TV program. Like, where am I going to start it? I just felt to myself, I said, why would I? I just saying so many things that day that I can't do it. I was giving myself an excuse. I said, no, I can't do this, really. But the Holy Spirit convicted me. I said, listen, you're already doing it. You're already doing what I'm telling you to do now. You're only going to do it now, not only to people that you know. You're going to do it like on a platform. That's the difference. And it reminded me how I used to actually credit my phone just to call people who were going through difficulties to just encourage them. I just called them to encourage them. Even when I was living in Cleveland, I left, we got our papers, I was still calling everybody. Anybody that I've met anywhere that are going through challenges, I'll keep calling them to see how they are doing. Always encouraging people. I was doing that. And before I knew it, I realized that indeed I was doing it already. You see, so sometimes when you think you can't do something, ask yourself, why is it you are saying that to yourself? What are your fears? What are the obstacles? Then you can overcome those obstacles. You need to break it down to smaller steps, okay? Great, fantastic. I hope it's making meaning to you and it's adding value to your life. And if you need more, you can send me an email. It's info@triumphinthemidstofadversity.com for 1 hour consultation, which is free, okay? Which is totally free. Great. And if you decide to work with me one-to-one, then we can take it from there as well. But the first 1 hour consultation is totally free, guys. So, guys, as I said, who knows? If she did not betray me, probably there might not be a Keto show, which I started on YouTube in 2015 as Kate Irrebu Talk Show after completing a TV presenting course in London. So what am I saying? God sees the end from the beginning. When he told me to start talk show, I was saying, no, I can't do it. But after I had that betrayal, no one told me. I had to go for a TV presenting in London, and I started my YouTube channel. So what am I saying now? The difficulties I've been through, I've turned them to positive. All right? Instead of me feeling sorry for myself, okay, say, oh, Gladys, oh, God do this to you, punish you, this one. No, I don't say God punish her. I've done what she have done to me to success, but I know that God is a great God and he will judge anyone that does evil, but I've moved on with my life, In conclusion, giving up is not an option for me and will never be, because for something to be an option, it has to be what? It has to be on your list, guys. Take this and run with it. Do not give up on yourself or on your dream, because in giving up, there is no success, no testimony, no legacy, no triumph. For instance, if you go to shop like Asda now to buy something, right? For you to pick that item up from the shelf, you must have it there on the shelf, isn't it? Yes. If you go to Tesco's and you want to buy anything, they must have it in store or online store for you to be able to pick it up or to order it, isn't it? So for giving up not to be an option for me, what I did was that, my list 1, 2 to 1 million or uncountable, I deleted giving up from it. You see what I mean? It's not there. I did not have it on my list. It's not present. So when something is not on your list, how will you choose it? You don't get this. Do you understand what I'm saying? For you to have, like these pictures here, like they say choose one of these texts in front of these pictures, right? You're going to look at this book behind it and choose the one you like, isn't it? So what I did for myself, that is why I don't give up. The reason why I don't give up, because people think, oh, Kate, you're just a superhuman being. Somebody talked to me the other day, say, Kate, I don't just say this to anyone. You are someone who really, really inspire me a lot. I said, he said, thank you. He said, because he doesn't know how I handle it, how I deal with situation, but I said, it's God, it's the grace of God. But what I did is to erase giving up from my list. So it's not there, it's not an option. And why I did that? Because I realized that giving up is not an option for the wise. When you give up, you are just handing your trophy to the enemy who will never be able to defeat you. That's what you have done when you give up on your dream or give up in life. So I never give up, no matter the challenges. I never give up on myself or give up on that situation. What I do is I learn from it. I see what I can do different. I follow my A-key strategy, the absolute strategy. That's what I follow. And sometimes people might think they cannot really understand it, because the thing that you think, oh, it's too much, the storm is too much. Listen, that storm, no matter how big, how heavy that storm is going to calm down. Listen, it's going to calm down. Don't die before your testimony. Don't die in it. Handle it with the 8 key strategies and move on with your life. All right? Fantastic. And I hope it's making sense to you. I'm not saying you don't feel sad. Sometimes some people might even want to cry to ease their burden. If that's what you feel like doing, feel free to do it. But one thing you must promise me, do not share your tears in vain, because every tears that have come from these eyes, I must tell you, they've moved me a step closer to achieving my goals. That's what you must do. In conclusion, giving up is not an option for me, and will never be, because for something to be an option, it has to be on your list. Take this and run with it. Do not give up on yourself or on your dream, because in giving up, there is no success, no testimony, no legacy, no triumph. For you to be that person who is unstoppable, you must start erasing giving up from your list. Are you there now? Please start erasing giving up from your list. Start doing it now. Don't say later, because procrastination is not just the thief of time, it is the murderer of destiny. Don't procrastinate, guys. Do it now. I know this might not be automatic for you and might be hard for some of you. The first step to take is for you to believe in yourself and get a better understanding of adversity, which you can do very well with this book, which I have shared with you in the early chapter, and we are here to support you. Book a free 1-hour consultation at www.triumphinthemidstofadversity.com. All right, so this is the summary. This book, what I like about this book again is this: as I've gone through the chapter with you, probably you just go into your Hawa moment, you got to, wow, I'm blessed, so interesting, I've learned a lot, and probably you might forget, right? And you're not that type that can read the whole book all over again, because some of my readers, that's what they do. They keep going back. They say, Kate, I've read your book many times. I keep going back because there's so much to take from it, right? I do that myself. But another thing you can do, if you are that type that cannot just be reading all the book all the time, all over again, you can mark it with pen for it to make easier for things you want to relate to. Mark it. I would advise you to do that as well. Another thing you can do is to go to the summary pages of each chapter and read, which I'm going to read the summary of chapter 6 for you now. Building your inner strength in difficult times is paramount in your adversity journey. Knowing that there is no testimony without a test is something to imbibe. In your struggle, see victory, even in everything. In your struggle, see victory, even if everything around you seems otherwise. Never give up. And to make it easy, I reckon you erase giving up from your list, as you can only choose from the options available on your list, as I just said earlier, right? Secondly, look at the lives of those who went through difficult life events, persevered, and ended up being successful and fulfilled. Someone can be successful but remain unfulfilled due to the vacuum within. But in fulfillment, I believe you can find both. So in fulfillment, you can find both success and fulfillment in it. That's what I'm doing. Because when I started doing my channel, encouraging people, even I don't make it done, I get so much fulfillment. Even before I had, my coaching business, I have my public speaking business, and I have, a training now that I do as well. I've never felt, I'm just wasting my time. No, I just get this fulfillment. So I got fulfillment before starting making money in my own journey. So some people make money first, and they look for something that will make them fulfilled, because they realize that even though they are millionaires, they are still not fulfilled in life. They still have this vacuum, this emptiness in them, and that's what makes some people to do different things. Some people will be in a very good job and they just resign and become a chef, and you'll be thinking, are they crazy? No, because that's what they wanted to do. I read a book some time ago of this guy who knows how to cook very well, but he felt that cooking is not something that can make him money, right? So he decided to work on these big street stores in the United States, in New York, where he was earning millions. He was living in penthouses and all that. He said in the book that, do you know, even when he was living big, that he was broke? He was living in nice penthouse, but he was a broke person because he was living this lavish life. As money comes, that's how it goes. And now he went to the doctor one day and he had a condition that the doctor advised him seriously, if you want to live, if you want to remain on this earth, you need to quit your job, because your job is giving you so much stress and the stress is going to take your life. That was when he thought about, what? How am I going to continue? Even though we thought that I'm still broke, then how am I going to do now? What can I do? You know, and he decided to do what? To start a restaurant, to cook, you know, because he felt he loved cooking, but he never felt cooking can give him the kind of money that he wanted to live on. So he decided to do something else that was almost taking his life. Guess what, guys? Oh my goodness, interesting. Ooh! Guess what happened? When he went to that thing that he loved to do, which is cooking, and started his restaurant, guys, he made even more money than he was being paid with the top New York business street he was working, where he was earning so much, living big life. He started earning more money and he's happier. He had more time with the family. You can see what I'm saying. So what did he do in his challenges? He didn't crumble. He found a way out. So what I'm going to tell you today is that in your difficulties, do not crumble. Follow my 8 key strategies to overcome adversity, and please subscribe to my channel, and please share this video. And if you watch it, please, I want to hear from you what you think about today's message from this book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, that became bestseller in 3 categories on Amazon under 3 months of publishing. All right? It came bestseller. I was speaking at an event, and by the time I got home, I received an email from my publisher. Big congratulations, Kate. A big congratulations to you, Kate. You are bestseller on 3 categories on Amazon. So that was how it became bestseller. I was speaking at a stage in Croydon Park Hotel, London, and after I spoke, the audience, everybody was out on my stand buying my books, and before I realized I was bestseller. But if you publish with us, we also have tips we can give to you as well to become bestseller on Amazon. So what am I saying to you today, guys? Live a life of fulfillment, because that is what I've decided to do. And learn more about adversity, have a better and a clearer understanding of adversity, so that you understand what adversity truly is and learn from it. So the way we started, we're going to end it the same way. It's Lil Byron Smith, a motivational artist from the United States of America. I'll be playing his music now, and please, you can find him on Facebook, to follow him on Instagram, and underneath this video I'll be putting his link to his music on iTunes so you can get for yourself. It's so motivational. Just listen, guys, and join me.
Pray for me and I'll pray for you. Give us strength just to make it through. I know it's hard, but we can do it.
Yes.
There's love in your heart, and I knew it. Choose happiness, it feels much better. Like a sunny day, yes, I love this weather. But through our life, some rain must fall. I'm just choosing to be happy, that's all. I choose happiness.
Ooh.
Every morning I awake,
I choose happiness. Princess, what do you choose?
in any given situation.
I choose happiness. Good.
No matter what may occur,
I choose happiness.
I still choose happiness.
Yes.
I create positive, inspirational music.
Yes.
Because my
That's
life
what Lil Byron
experiences
Smith
are
creates.
positive
God
and
bless
enjoyable.
you, Lil Byron Smith.
I am learning to love myself
That's
and
it.
experience happiness from within, no matter what outside circumstances may occur.
You see that? Oh my God.
Brian Smith.
That's him. God bless you, Lil Byron Smith. So that's it, guys. You need to choose happiness. Alright? Be positive in your difficulties and stand strong. I know that the stronger it becomes, the tougher it comes, the stronger you must be. So when you are facing a difficult challenge, what must you do? In your difficulties, you must remain stronger. Alright? That's what I do. And that's what keeps me. And I want to say thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I love you so much. And bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Helen, thank you. Princess, thank you. I love you guys. And please subscribe to my channel. Put on notification bell. And If you want to come on my channel as a guest, let me know so I can interview you as well. All right? Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye. Thanks.